Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Ryan with Righteous Music here with another how to produce video. I'm going to be walking you through some basic steps. This is really for the people who are just getting into beat making, getting into producing. This one's for you. Also, you might be using some other sort of DAW, some other sort of recording program, and you really want to learn some basics on the new Logic 10.5. So this video is for you also. But within Logic, I'm actually going to be showing you today how to make a quick beat using Splice. Splice is a great tool for people who just want to get some quick ideas going, singer-songwriters, other artists, producers who might be going through a producing block, or for those just getting started in the game. You might want to check Splice out. I have the link down in my description. No, they are not sponsoring me for this. I just want to help you know that there's a great tool out there for you. They also have other things out there like sounds.com, Looperman, Loop Cloud. They all kind of do the same thing. They provide you for a fee a service of providing you with different sound loops, different drum loops, different one-shot samples that you can use in your production. So before we jump into the video, let me give a huge shout out to my man Dwayne over at the Bar Network. I have their link down in the description as well. Go check them out. Very hot podcast for the people who have a biblical and reformed mind about biblical worldview and about true Christianity. Check those guys out. They feature artists, they feature producers, but they also feature great biblical content. Check them out. Also check out some of their gear, man. Shop with them. I have a shirt, a bar shirt myself, but I'm getting that grown man weight, so I no longer fit it, so I got to re-up and get a new shirt, Dwayne. But thank you, man, for all your support. Y'all go check him out. I have the links down in the description. But without further ado, let's get into the video.
So here you see that I have Splice open. Splice is a great tool, you guys. As I said in the intro, great for just coming up with ideas. I'm going to show you the website here, splice.com. You can see here on their site that they're saying for $7.99 a month, you can get access to all sorts of great sound packs, great sounds, all sorts of creativity sparkers, I guess you could say. A great tool for singer-songwriters, for artists, people just trying to get into the game with some simple go-to ideas. It's more than just a sound bank though, which is cool here. You can try out the Persona Studio 1.5, which is a powerful, probably top 3, top 4 rated recording digital audio workstation software out there. You can do that for free. You can try a demo there. They also have all these sorts of rent-to-own options. You can pay a monthly fee to get some of the industry standard plugins. It's got a bunch for you to choose here. There are a lot of people using Splice. A lot of people have the free trials and the free content and stuff like that. So I'm going to be showing you how to kind of manipulate a sample that they have in there, so that your song won't be flagged as being, a carbon copy of somebody else's. You do have to worry about that when you start to, partake in stuff like this. But once you download it, you get this little widget here. You can preview, all sorts of every loop you download will come onto this widget here. Just preview them as you go. If you're sitting in a writing session with somebody, you press one of these and you can really get some juices flowing, right? I've already chosen the one I want to chop up for you today. It's one that's 110 beats per minute that I had in my downloads, and so I'm going to show you the sample here. Just a real smooth, starting to give me R&B vibes off the top. So one thing I like to do with the samples, I like to try to make them my own. So I'm clicking on File Edit here, and I'm going to see what this sounds like in reverse. Okay, so if you were to use that, it's a little harder to detect. Again, these are all, they're royalty-free samples. However, with so many people using them, you know, you don't want your song sounding like somebody else's, or you being flagged when you try to put it out there on SoundCloud or some other sort of outlet. So what I'm doing here is I'm just chopping at the downbeat here of each bar. Just trying to get a feel for the sample as it in reverse. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this channel here and start moving these chops around so I can get a different sequence. Here we go. Set this one here. Not really crazy about any of it right now, so just try to move some more around. These two in the front sounded too much alike. I'm just gonna delete it all and oops, let me go back and at least want my sample in there. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go back and just go ahead and play it forward. So I'm gonna take the reverse off. I'm just gonna go ahead and chop at the downbeats again here. I'm doing that by holding Command and T. I'm hitting T when I wanted to chop. T. So it's slicing my audio. Here I'm going to transpose, and what that means is I'm changing the key of the sample now. I've already kind of chopped it up. I'm gonna end up moving my slices around, but I want to drop the pitch a little bit, darken it up some. You know, so it doesn't sound exactly the same as what I found it on Splice. So let me go ahead and duplicate this channel here and start moving some of my chops around. See what I want. Let me just play with these. I chopped them at every 4 counts. You can do it at every 1 count, every, 8 counts. It's up to you. Okay, those two in the front sound way too much alike, so I'm probably gonna... Yeah, I'm not getting much movement out of it. Let's hear it again. Yeah, it sounds just the same, so let me go ahead and switch these around a little bit. Put that there. Yeah, it's giving me something. I can live with that right there. So what I'm going to do now we're going to just start looking for some drums, and the cool thing is I just kind of filter it in. I hit drums at the top, and it's got all the drum loops that I've ever downloaded. And I just listen to what I think will fit right there. Again, I'm thinking more R&B tones with this one, so I don't want to go too crazy. You don't want to just trap everything out, We'll have some variety for the singers, and just trying some stuff out here. Let's try this one. This one only has a top. It doesn't have a kick drum in it. Actually like it. Let's use it. Now you'll see it's only 90 beats per minute, right? And so you can tell it's a 4-bar loop by how it stretches over the 5 because it's a slower sample, right? So all you have to do is hold your Alt key, go to the edge of it, slide it back to 4 bars. It'll detect the pitch and it'll speed it up for you. You can hear, turn the metronome on. Now it's in time. Real simple way to time stretch your audio. Real simple way to time stretch it. So I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate that, copy it over. Yeah, I like it. If you like it, give me a thumbs up right here at this time marking. Alright, so what I'm going to go ahead and do here, I'm going to play with my EQ on my actual sample audio. I'm going to take some of the low end out. That way when I put my kick drum and my bass line in there, it's not fighting for low end space. Alright? So you hear a lot more rumble in the sample. You hear more of the high melodic parts of it. And that kind of gives you creativity and space so that your sounds aren't fighting each other. Learn your EQ. I'm not a master at it, but I'm getting better at that. So here I've taken the time to just go ahead and drag in my own kick sample. I like to use the triple kick from the Cymatics Humble drum pack. It's kind of like the Kendrick Lamar Be Humble. It's got some one shots and stuff like that. But you might clown me, but I've never actually heard the Kendrick Lamar Be Humble song. I just know I like the drums that they put in this pack that are supposed to be sort of mimics of those drums. So what I'm doing here is just dropping my transpose so that I can get my root key on my MIDI controller. I still use the Machine Native Instruments controller, my drum machine. Okay. Sitting back on a little bit. Yeah. Nothing too complicated with this kick pattern. Again, R&B tones. I like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down. For this, I'm using the multi-sampler in Logic 10.5. You do note by note, you can really manipulate this kick drum sound the way you want it to sound. I like to do it like that because I can, if I want to pitch it up a little bit and have differentiating kick sounds, I can do that with different notes. They also have the quick sampler. You can just throw it in and do it as a one shot, real simple. Logic 10.5 is a monster, man. It makes it's worth the money. So, what I've done here, I just pretty much duplicated that whole scene because right here I want to do more of like a give it some change of direction. So I've added like a tom sample to my sample. What is going on here? Something's off. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go back to those toms. You go ahead and just delete that. My snap to grid hasn't been acting the best today. Go back to my cycle pace. Alright, it should be lined up now. So we're just playing around with this little tom sample. I pitched it up just to add a little bit more bounce to this beat. Again, I don't want to overcomplicate it. Simplicity wins sometimes too, you know? And again, I'm just doing this for tutorials purposes. I'm not really trying to lace the beat, even though I'm starting to like it. You know, I'm not in love with it, but I like it. Just laying down this tom pattern here. If I warm the track sounds. Yeah. Cool. I like it. Now it's time for me to start thinking bass line. I need some more movement in this section. First 8 bars I kind of want a little softer, then I want to put some add some movement in the second 8 bars. So I went ahead and loaded a bass, just a bass instrument. Now I'm playing around a little bit with the how I want it to sound. It's got a real saturated bass in there, so it's not too heavy. But it still comes through. I think I found what I wanted. Let's try that. And I'm stabbing at the beat right here. Boom, boom. I missed it. Alright, no worries. that one. Re-record it. Give me 1 second. Try again. I'm letting you see the whole. I'm not perfecting this video. I want you to see the things we go through to make these things sound like they do. You're not gonna do every take perfectly. Have to do some do-overs and try-agains. But there it is. Go ahead and quantize it. Q. Hit the letter. If you hit the letter Q, it'll just sync everything up. You're done MIDI-wise. Smooth enough. So I'm actually going to let you hear, this is the beginning part. I want you to hear the difference. And when it comes in, it's be more like a hook area. And to me, it's still missing something, y'all. So I'm actually going to stop recording this video for a second, go and find some extra drum sounds or some different ideas, scratch my thoughts a little bit, and come back at you with what I come up with. So here's what I came up with. I just took the that rim shot in that drum loop that I first used, and I cut it out, duplicated the track, and then I just doubled it down so that it hits harder. Simple way of doing it. That way I don't have to go through my whole bank of drum samples trying to find a sound that matches. I have the same sound. It's not overcomplicated. It's just fatter. I went ahead and committed my toms and my bass line to audio, give it a fatter, wider sound. And then I just took a simple hi-hat one shot. I just put it on the 8th note. And I'm showing you here the hard way of doing velocity. If you bring this in as a MIDI note, you can do the velocity like that, but I brought it in as audio, just going kind of fast, and so I did it the hard way by just automating the volume, so up and down, so it sounds more natural. So I'm starting it over for you. You'll be able to hear the difference when it comes in. It'll just sound like a fuller part of the song. I'm loving those rim shots with the reverb on. I'm loving it. It's really giving you R&B tones right there. Yep. Yeah, it's smooth. I wasn't in love with the track at first, but I'm starting to like it more and more. If any singers are watching this, you want to collab and link up, check my email out at the bottom. We can do that. So that's that. I'm going to start going in and doing my mixing part. I'm not going to bore you with that. But yeah, that's how you do a simple R&B beat using Splice. Take some of their samples, use some of your own sounds to build around it, and just have fun creating. If you want to go ahead and hit subscribe. Like this video. Don't like it if you don't like it. Leave some feedback. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Follow me on Instagram at ryteousmusic. Also, make sure to follow my boys at the Bar Network and Bar Gear. Alright? If you want to hear this finalized beat, go ahead and click on the link that goes to my SoundCloud. I've also put my contact information in their email for you if you want to reach out for leasing on any of my beats, hear more, or talk about collaborations and partnership and things of that sort. As always, we do music the right way, baby. God bless you.
Ryteous Music.